Hello, geeks, and welcome.
Please tell me that I can't, that I won't, that I fail, that I'll never make it out, yeah. Please tell me all the bad, never good, fill my head full of every single doubt, yeah. Please say any negative thoughts, I pop off when I hear people say I cannot. I get off to the thought of proving everyone wrong, I won't stop.
This is a rant video.
I'ma stay loud, stay proud, never running out, never heading south. I'll be spreading out, call it word of mouth, can't put me down, I'll be getting loud.
Hello, my friends, and welcome to Two Geeks in a Pod. My name is Johannes, and I'm here to talk about something that is going on the against AI games. I am a player of League of Legends, and I like to play the game a lot. But I am not a PvPer. I don't like to go against other players for two reasons. One, I don't like toxicity. Second, I feel that I am not strong enough to go against other players yet, since I might know some champions, but I'm not as specialized on anything. And since the player base that likes PvP like players that know what they're doing, I try to avoid that game mode. So, the only way I get to make XP in this game to win Blue Essence is to play against bots. But lately, this simple play against bots has not been easy, because sometimes AIs will pick the best champions available, leaving the player base with champions that are not as strong. As an example, Akshan. Akshan is a fun champion that I like to play with. Unfortunately, this champion has been used and abused by players that want to be AFK while playing a game. What is the problem with this? In my opinion, the problem with Akshan doing this kind of game is not only keeps two lanes from improving their match, also makes people have to change their strategies, because now blue team has one player basically AFK. You join Yumi like the next match and you will see that the entire team will be 3 versus 5. When 3 players can't do any of the farming, because Akshan is basically stealing farm from 2 lanes, allowing the other champions to level up since they have all the minions they need to farm, and the players from their team are the only ones suffering from this, because they have no minions to improve their game. So therefore, when they go against other champions, they're basically low level. And we know this game is unforgiving when you are 2 levels below. It's already hard enough to play against bots who are AFK the entire match, but at least those will keep one of the AIs in base. When we have a player that is struggling with the frames per second, and one player basically AFK, leaves that 3 players will have to do all the work. But instead of facing a team of 4, they will have to face a full team of 5. Notice how Annie cannot leave the base because Akshan is just doing his game there, and he spends 15 minutes doing that. He would take more if we took longer to destroy the towers. And notice how all the champions are level 5 on the red team, and only one player now, our team, is level 4. While Akshan is already level 12 and not doing anything to contribute for the gameplay. The way I see this is AFKing as much as staying on base the whole game. I mean, if this is happening in PvE, what keeps from happening in PvP as well? The way I see it, if I was playing on a team that had an action that would do this, I knew from start that I would lose the game. Because if I was a red team, I would focus on farming the low level players, since they have no way of income or leveling up.
Yeah. Please tell me that I can't, that I won't, that I fail, that I'll never make it out, yeah. Please tell me all the bad, never good, fill my head full of every single doubt, yeah. Please say
so this is now the game 2, and as you can see, Akshan and Yumi are together. That leaves 2 players AFKing, while 3 players are trying to go get farm. And since this was going far enough, I decided to say something on chat. And in 5 matches it happened twice. So the odds are big. If somebody on your team picks Akshan, most likely that's what they're gonna be doing the whole game. This is not fair, this is not fun for the other players. If you wanna do this kind of game of spinning, just go to custom game. Because we PvEers, if we don't farm the bots, the AIs, we will not have a way to get the skins unless we buy them. And not everybody has money to spend in this game. That's why people farm. And when confronted, Akshan, the person who asked to go to bot lane, he says for me to get off mid. I should have quit mid and go to another lane. What is the purpose of choosing lanes, if that is the case? And then they say that the goal of the game is to kill Nexus and kill minions for having gold. I agree with that. The goal of the game is that. So what? In soccer, should we all just be strikers? No goalkeepers, no defenders? Because the objective of the game is score the most amount of goals possible. Right? So just put a bunch of strikers in the field. Put them all covering the goalkeeper. Better. You don't even need a goalkeeper. Just pick one of the field players as goalkeeper. Who cares? And this goes for 10 minutes. Notice how our bot lane is being destroyed by Lux and I don't know who the other champion was, but my point is that while players do this, the game stops being fun. And PvEers are as much as a player base as anybody else. We also deserve to be treated with respect. Because if this is gonna be the match from now on, then I'll go to play another MOBA. Because there's other MOBAs in the market. Might not be as pretty as League of Legends, but at least they will be fun. Or better, if this is the objective of the game, why don't 5 champions go to the other Nexus? Just stay there. Just don't let the other team do nothing. Or even in World Cup, why don't they do that? If that's the most effective way to farm. No, my friends, I think this is wrong. I think this is cheating. Please let me know in the comments if you guys agree with me. So I am going to beg Riot to do something about this. Not that we'll go nowhere, but at least I'll rest my case in peace and I'll say what I say before I quit this game. Thank you all for listening and have a great day.
And pop off a big shot. I ain't done chasing, got big dreams, bigger things, impatient. Who's at the top think they need replacement? Who's at the top think I'm gonna erase them? Face it, I don't give up quick, I don't give up shit, I won't give up this. Cause I know that I want it, know that I'm on it, I'll make it, I promise.